Sorry, you know it. I know that everyone has certain pet peeves that just seem to grind their gears. I know that I do. Sometimes it feels almost unbearable, and sometimes I can't deal with them. I want to share with you a couple of my pet peeves. They are when people constantly brag about things. When people state the obvious, and when people talk with food in their mouth. I really cannot stand when people constantly brag about something. I can understand it if you're happy or just excited, but it just becomes a point where it's just a little too much. I dislike when people brag because it's like they're trying to rub things into your face. I find it to be just plain out rude. I always try to give props where it's due, but I know plenty of arrogant people who just love to brag about their accomplishment. I try to be open about it and listen, but then it just becomes annoying. Um, my second pet peeve would be when people state obvious things. I'm not sure if those who do this even realize that they're doing it, but it does seem to strike my nerves. My boss does this, but I'm not sure if it's out of sarcasm or if she's not even intentionally doing it. But with her, I think it's out of sarcasm. Um, Examples of this would be, let's say for instance, it's raining outside, and then someone just go, "Hey, it's raining outside." Like I clearly see it's raining outside, so, and then they'd be like, "Hey, do you see it's raining outside?" And I can see that I can see the rain. So that's that's one of those things. And I'm not trying to sound rude, but that's just like how I think. Lastly, probably one of my biggest pet peeves would be when people talk with their mouths full. It makes me think that they were not taught to have manners. It's so disgusting. Most of the time, if I'm trying to have a conversation with them, I'm more than likely end it because of that. There's no rush in the conversation, so they should gladly finish chewing. I mean, I don't like to look into their mouths and see what they're eating, and they shouldn't want to share that. I think braggers should all be grouped together so then they can bask in the moments of their glory. I know some people don't mean to state obvious things, but those who do and know that they're doing it can like just keep it to themselves. I would really suggest to those who talk with their mouths full to try not to do that because most people wouldn't find that to be very flattering. Those are just a couple of my pet peeves and things that grind my gears.